insane!
You just don't understand the beauty of the penguin. They're so aerodynamically perfect. Can't you see it? The shape, the smell, the taste of penguins. Penguins! Penguins!
Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Sean Arnold and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Online Ranked Duels. Today is episode number 62 if I'm not mistaken myself. And as you've probably all already figured out, I'm doing a brand new deck which is going to focus on penguins. And taking special inspiration from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, especially Takahata 101's version of Crump, who is absolutely hilarious. And if you guys have never ever checked out Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, go and do so. You'll have a chuckle, I guarantee it. Anyway, that's enough waffle. Let's get into today's duel. Tripping up over my words already, but here we go in 3, 2, 1, yo. So here we are back in Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist land, and I'm playing against Lee Me Lone. I know I say this almost every single time, but I've never played against Lee Me Lone. But I think it's just a good sign that still more people are picking up the game, trying it out, and having a good time with it. It's good to see new faces around. For my first turn, all I'm going to do is play Solemn Warning. There's nothing really else I can do here, and I'm going to pass over to Lee, who in his first turn is going to play Terraforming. And with Terraforming, he has searched out Mound of the Bound Creator. That tells me he's got some high level monsters in his deck, preferably some level 10 or higher monsters, and he's now revealed his Gashiki monster, which allowed him to add a Gashiki ritual spell from his deck to his hand. The Gashiki archetype are a water-based ritual archetype deck that kind of premiered before Necros did, and they were kind of good. I remember when they first started to come out, I started to stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When they came out, but when they first came out, they were kind of considered like a top tier deck. They seem to have kind of gone downhill since then. They're less popular than they used to be, especially since Necros kind of steals the spotlight, but they used to be really, really good at one point. So my opponent has put down Gashiki Diviner, and Gashiki Diviner's effect is that once per turn, you can declare a card, name any card you want, check the top card of your deck, and if it's the right card, or it's a matching card, then you get to keep it. If not, it goes back on top of your deck. It's a cool little effect. It's not very profitable, I would say, but he got to do it for free, so there's no real downside to it. And now he's going to attack me for 1200 life points. Seeing that Divine Roof is on top of his deck makes me a little bit worried, because Divine Roof can shut down a lot of big plays, especially if he's negating, say, one of my bigger monsters. So I want to do something this turn to start getting the juices flowing, start getting the engine working, and before Divine Roof can stop it. So at first I play Snatch Steal to steal his Gashiki Diviner, and now I'm going to tribute off that monster for the Immaculate, the Gentleman, the Great Emperor Penguin. Great Emperor Penguin is a level 5 monster, and a very weak one at that. He's got 1800 attack and 1500 defense, but he's not really here for the purpose of attacking. He's here for his main effect, which is you can tribute him, and if you tribute him, you can special summon 2 penguin monsters from your deck and special summon them to the field. Any 2 penguin monsters except for Great Emperor Penguin himself. It's a really, really good effect. It's kind of the linchpin of this deck. It kind of what makes this deck work. And by summoning 2 Nightmare Penguins, I'm now going to play Transmodify. Transmodify is a spell card where you can choose one monster on your field and then special summon, send it to the graveyard, then special summon one monster that has a level that's 1 level higher than it, but also has the same attribute and same type as it. And so I went for another version of my Great Emperor Penguin. Now I'm going to tribute him off again and special summon more monsters to the field. This time I'm going to summon one version of Flying Penguin and one version of No Penguin, who is also one of the key cards in this deck. And here comes another version of Nightmare Penguin as well. You can probably guess what I'm going to do next. Yes, it's kind of obvious. I'm now going to XC summon with them, and then I'm going to bring out another water monster, number 101, Silent Honor Art. Kind of get confused with those sometimes. I wanted to choose him for the time being because he's going to stick around for a while because of his fantastic effect. And that's really what appealed me to making this penguin deck. if you can get Great Emperor Penguin out, you can do a lot of recycling, a lot of searching like this. And as you can see, I have salvage on my hand, ready to get my monsters back from my graveyard to my hand if I need to do so. But we'll see if I need to do so, or if I get the chance to. I only have one penguin that can be used with salvage in the graveyard right now, so I'm gonna have to wait for a little bit. Or do I even have any? Yes, I do have one. Yeah, I have one Nightmare Penguin in the graveyard. Okay, so over to Lee's turn. He sets down one card. I can probably guess that's going to be Divine Wrath, but I don't really have a way to stop it unless I get an MST to my hand. And he ends his turn and now passes over to me. Thankfully, I managed to get an MST, and we'll see if I'm going to use it. Now, I really should have used MST at this point, kind of upon reflection, but I wanted to be greedy. I wanted to play Mobius first, and I don't know why I did this. I should have played MST, destroyed that, because obviously it was Divine Wrath. I think the thing that threw me was it didn't look like the card he drew was the card he set down, and I kind of thought, oh, he wasn't Divine Wrath, but as you're going to see, it is a copy of Divine Wrath. So actually what this probably tells me is that he has multiple copies of Divine Wrath, and he's probably got one in his hand still. Unfortunately, I lose Mobius to that tribute summon, but that's a-okay. I've still got my Silent Honor Arc, and I've still got MST. But I'm not going to play any of those now. I don't really need to destroy that other face down card because Silent Honor Arc has an effect which protects himself from being destroyed. So hopefully he will stay on the field. Doing a good job here with the Penguin net so far, and kind of got a significant life lead. In terms of resources, I'm doing okay. I haven't really got much of an advantage against my opponent, but he isn't too far behind either, so I can't really get too comfortable here. Really enjoying this deck. It's a lot of fun to play with, and I will be doing a deck list of this sometime in the near future, if not having done so already. So hopefully you guys will enjoy seeing that. Some people have been asking me when am I going to start doing deck building videos again, and I said I will do some. Just give me some ideas for some videos to build decks with, and I'll do them. And even though I've tested this one out already, I will show you how I built this deck as well. So that will come in the near future. Anyway, my opponent tried to play Mound of the Bound Creator, which can be a problem because if he gets out his monster, then it's going to be really hard to destroy it. And he also tries to Ritual Summon that big level 10 Gashiki monster, which I'm going to stop using Solemn Warning. I'm in a good position now. I'm really hopeful for where I am because he only has 2 cards left in his hand. I know one of them is his ritual monster, and I know one of them must have been a monster that he was going to discard or tribute for the ritual summon. So I'm in a kind of a good place here, and assuming that other monster was a big one, because it has to be equal to level 10 unless you have a unique monster, then this should be kind of free. Alright, so Silent Honor Arc is now going to attack my opponent, leaving him with 100 life points left. I'm going to go to main phase 2 and set down Book of Moon in case I need to use it, and we'll see what happens in this next turn. Coming up to the final couple of turns in this duel here, let's see what Leon is going to be able to do. Is he going to be able to create a comeback here or a miracle of some sort? Everyone's rooting for you, Lee. What are you going to do, man? He's having to think about it. He's having to think about it. He's still having to think about it. And he surrenders. So guys, that's a little taste of my Penguin deck. Do expect more of it in the near future. I always enjoy playing these fun decks, and yeah, expect a deck list soon. Take care.